Party Crash! How's it going, lads? How you doing? How y'all doing? Hey, you beautiful Buccaneers, Falcore here. So we've done a fair bit of speculating over the last few videos, so I thought before releasing my video showcasing the irrefutable evidence that the Pirate Lord is in fact Shrek, I'd discuss the possible direction the storyline could be going in the next few months. So in this set of tall tales, we discover the Dark Brethren. The Dark Brethren consists of Davy Jones, Duke the Bilge Rat, the reanimated Gold Hoarder, Wanda the Warsmith, aka the Masked Stranger, the now deceased Siren Queen, and the mysterious gentleman only referred to as the Captain. Now, Wanda, aka the Masked Stranger, was the lady responsible for creating the Reaper's hideout. For those who don't know, all the forts within the Sea of Thieves, apart from the Fort of the Damned, were built by the Skeletons, where they hoarded their loot in tribute to Flameheart, in the hopes he would one day return and gift them powers for their loyalty. Obviously, this system did not work too well, so Wanda created the ultimate fort of tribute, Reaper's Hideout, where instead of hoarding loot for us pirates to steal, she had us pirates give treasure to the fort, essentially turning the Sea of Thieves into her own wage slave market. Now, Wanda thought this would appease Flameheart, and as the Tall Tale 4 journals explain, Flameheart was never impressed, and merely laughed in her face at her so-called loyalty. So poor Wanda discovered that Flameheart's whispers of queenhood and promises were all lies, and she was merely a tool in his great plan. It's my theory that this in fact happened a long time ago, possibly during the construction of Reaper's Hideout itself, and with the knowledge of Flameheart betraying her, she turned Reaper's Hideout into her own faction, and put a new representative in charge, the Servant of Flame, whilst she began plans to overthrow Flameheart and find allies loyal to her calling. Reaper's Hideout then became a faction, one that was frowned upon, but accepted by all the other factions, even the Pirate Lord himself. In Tall Tale 4, we hear the first name drop of this Captain in the game. The Captain was the one responsible for cursing Flameheart's son, and Flameheart Senior was also a member of the Captain's crew. However, Flameheart Senior mutinied and took control of the Captain's vessel, marooning him on an island. So the Captain is not happy with Flameheart Senior. Not one bit, and has probably indoctrinated his son to his agenda, which started by cursing his son with a golden chalice. Now, there is a chance I could still be wrong here, but all evidence points towards the Servant of Flame being Flameheart's son. First of all, Flameheart's son was a master swordsmith and never let his sword leave his side. He was cursed by a golden chalice, and the hideout is adorned with chalices. And of course, the trapdoor in the center has the skeletal symbol for the word chalice, and the skeletal symbols reading Pirates for All Eternity, which was the last entry in Flameheart Jr.'s journal. And now, with the most recent lore added to the game, with Wanda being part of the Dark Brethren, and the Dark Brethren being loyal to the Captain would want somebody loyal to himself in charge of the faction, Flameheart Jr., or whatever his real name is. Also, subnote, Servant of Flame has been saying this line for over a year now.
Drink deep of the pirate's life.
So what's next? Well, the Dark Brethren want to see the end to immortality within the Sea of Thieves. Davy Jones wants to restore the balance in his own dark and twisted way. They agree that death should be death, and those who fear it should join their brethren in servitude for eternity. Whereas us pirates have a different eternity, a land where the ferryman can restore us as long as we live the life of pirates. So in order to battle the Dark Brethren, the Sea of Thieves will need their own alliance to battle against their forces. The captains of the Damned, seen in Tall Tale 5, want to preserve this balance. The ferryman also wants to preserve this balance. This agenda would also suit the Pirate Lord's needs as a spectral tavern owner for all eternity. But there is also one other person who would want to preserve this balance. Flameheart Senior wants to see the Sea of Thieves burn, but if the Sea of the Damned were to be destroyed, his power would also be stripped. He'd lose his spectral fleets, he'd lose the ability to resummon his Ashen Lords, and he too would be banished. He would be left powerless and frail in the might of the Dark Brethren. So as the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. In updates to come, could we see an accord aligning ourselves with the once greatest threat Sea of Thieves ever encountered? Ourselves, the Captains of the Damned, the Ferryman, the Pirate Lord, and Captain Flameheart Senior and his Ashen Lords fighting side by side to take on this new force. But the Dark Brethren have the greatest weapon in hiding, one that could turn the tide of battle at the last second, a man that has been shrouded in secrecy, Flameheart's son. It's my belief that Flameheart Senior believes him to be dead, and in the embers of battle, Flameheart Jr. will reveal not only himself, but the betrayal of his own father, aligning himself with Senior's former captain.